for the last 8 months, I've lived in Da Nang, a growing digital nomad hub in central Vietnam. And today I'm going to ask the digital nomads what they do to make money online and how they afford to live a nomadic life. These interviews were conducted at Coworking Da Nang. Huge thanks to them for allowing me to film in their beautiful garden space.
Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Lauren.
Lauren. My name is Choice. Welcome to the channel. So today I'm with Lauren, and I discovered Lauren at the same time of you discovering her. So please introduce yourself. Where do you come from? What's your age, and what are you doing for a living? Because we are in Vietnam right now. So where do you come from first?
So actually, my name's Lauren. I come from, originally from the US, but I've lived the last 13 years in Austria, so home to me is Austria.
Okay. How did you end up over there, like from US to Europe?
So I studied German when I was in high school, and I did a small trip abroad when I was 17, and more or less fell in love with the culture,
So you already
atmosphere.
spoke the language when you moved there?
No.
No, right. So by experience, maybe you meet some people and you keep practicing the language. And
I mean, I had to study the language quite a lot. I mean, German, I think, is really a language that you have to study because there's so many rules, and
I'm pretty sure you have developed strong skills in skiing and stuff. I meet so many people come from this country who are very good skier, you know?
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I live in Vienna, which is a bit too far from the mountains to be right away a good skier. So it's a bit pricey to go out to the mountains, stay long enough, get an instructor, rent the equipment, and do everything for it. So it's on my to-do list, but
that's a good excuse.
I'm a bit sad that it hasn't happened yet.
You can say I'm bad at skiing. It's okay.
Yeah. I'm bad at skiing.
So the reason I get you on the camera today is I wanna. Maybe you could share your experience. How did you end up working online and here in Vietnam? I mean, what do you do for a living? What is your job actually? Are you remote or you freelance? What are you doing?
So I work for an Austrian company, but we actually spend most of our time working remotely because we're a global team. So the company's based in Austria, but we have developers in Pakistan. We have people working for us in Mexico, in Ukraine, in Serbia.
Worldwide company.
A worldwide company, yeah, exactly. So for this reason, it works really well actually to be able to travel a little bit. And for me, I thought, well, hey, if I'm already working remotely when I'm in Austria, I should take the advantage to go abroad and try out.
So why Vietnam? Because the time zone is different from Europe.
Yes, it is. But as I said, our developers are in Pakistan, so actually I'm closer to them when I'm here than when I'm in Austria.
Okay.
So it's like a 2-hour difference, I guess.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So it's a mix between cost of living and time zone. Like Vietnam is perfect fit.
I would say so. Yeah. But I mean, I picked it for a lot of reasons. I mean, it's really beautiful place. Da Nang's less touristy, so for me this was really important. But also the proximity to nature and kind of having a nice adventure.
Yeah, if you don't know, you guys, like there is a beach around and some mountains. Is middle city in terms of people, like 1 million people living here, but it's surrounded by nature, so that's very enjoyable. And you know, I think a lot of people have this image of you work remotely in an exotic country, you wake up, you have the beach, maybe it's the dream life. It's matched your expectation, I mean, Vietnam in terms of lifestyle, because maybe you come here, you say, oh, I'm gonna work with the beach, with the cocktail, life is gonna be so easy, no problem, everything is lovely. Do you have any, something doesn't match your expectation, like something you're disappointed?
Okay. Well, I would say there's things that didn't match my expectation that were better than I expected, and then there was things that were not as good as I expected.
Develop, please.
So I think the disappointment for me was in fact the air quality.
Yeah.
So I mean, I was expecting kind of to have a very active life. I mean, I'm somebody that just walks everywhere, like constantly walking.
Oh yeah.
And there are some times that the air quality can be less good. I mean, in Da Nang, it's usually really, really good. But when I first arrived, it was
a smoky season last year?
Yeah, kind of.
Around
I mean,
May?
it was, I'm not sure if it had something to do with Tet, the Lunar New Year here, that a lot of people were burning things.
You just arrived? Did you just arrive like a month ago or something?
2.5 weeks ago.
2.5, okay. Yeah.
So that was a bit, walking past all the burning fires, as well as like I look up regularly online on websites what is the air quality, and it just happened to be really high.
Yeah. So Vietnamese people love to burning stuff over here. They all, especially during Tet, because they all back home and burning stuff. So it made some smoke bubble around the city. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
and I don't know if some of like the bad air comes from Hanoi, or I don't know. I was looking at the patterns of the air pollution, and it seems it goes up sometimes, it goes down sometimes. Each day has like a different cycle.
Yeah.
So at night, the air pollution is very, very high, and during the day it's not.
I felt you. I had the same insight when I arrived here. I was like, what the heck's going on here with the air? I was like expecting from the ocean, like everything clear and stuff. All right. And what about the opposite side, like the pros?
So what I thought was really cool, so I don't know, maybe some people have this crazy idea of working on the beach. I mean, I'm quite aware that doesn't really work.
Yeah.
I mean, I have at home a garden, and it's hard to work in the garden, because when you're outside, I don't know. I mean, I'm a designer, so I also need to be able to see my screen very well.
Yeah.
So this doesn't work so well. Maybe for some people. I mean, I have seen some people hanging out with their computers. What they're doing, I don't know. But no, for me, it's the amount of time that I save. So like everything is next to each other. So I live 5 minutes walk from here. This is 5 minutes walk from the beach. My place is 5 minute walk from the beach. All of the places to hang out are maybe like a 15-minute walk away. So it's like.
Do you have a motorbike?
I do not have a motorbike. No, I like walking.
All right, so that's interesting. I do recommend people to have a motorbike here because you have more freedom, but you can go all around the city with the Grab, and you avoid maybe some responsibilities, some accidents, some insurance stuff. So
yes,
yeah.
I mean, I've also taken, many cases, I'll take a Grab bike, which is like €1 to go across the city. Kind of a fun ride to just hang on and see everything as you go. It's a fun experience with that as well. But I guess, living in Vienna, I don't know, everything is close. We do have a nice public transportation system, but you are going to easily spend half an hour getting from point A to point B.
Yeah.
So I don't know, I guess that was like a huge increase in life quality to just get places super easily.
Yeah.
There was something else, but I can't think of it offhand.
I have from your point of view, to live a comfortable life here in Da Nang, how much money it is required per month?
I think that really depends on the person. The thing is, and I guess this was the other thing that like surprised me, that's this huge increase of quality of life, is that, and I feel so lazy with it, but like so everything's so close. Everything's very cheap to get food. So I don't know, to eat out is maybe €2, €3. An expensive meal is €4 to have delivered to you, and so it ends up being, in many ways, unless you really, really learn the local food markets and everything, it becomes much cheaper to actually order out than to cook your own food.
Yeah, true.
So I'm not cooking. I mean, I'm used to spending an hour or two a day cooking my meals. So I don't cook anymore. I don't do my laundry. I'm at the moment staying in a hotel where I don't clean my room either, so it's
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I hope you don't use this free time to just doom scroll your phone.
No. I don't have I don't have social media.
Oh, you don't have social media?
I don't have social media. So
all right. What you gonna promote to the audience though?
My mobile gaming studio.
Your what?
Mobile gaming studio.
What? Mobile gaming?
Yes, I work in the mobile gaming industry.
So you
And so I'm a designer of mobile games. And so our biggest game is a game called Wild, which is an Uno-style game.
I don't know Wild, but Uno type, you say?
Yeah. It's
okay.
just like Uno. We have a couple cards that you can unlock along the way that have like slightly different Uno rules.
All right. That's amazing. So do you design like the characters on the color? What on the cards is
everything. I do everything from market research to the design, the project management, monetization, economy, data analysis. It's like
wow. That's awesome.
Animation, video production.
So I'm also interested because I'm a video editor and videographer, and I use After Effects and Premiere Pro, Illustrator. And do you use the same tools?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So you're a motion graphics designer, but you're also a web developer, and you do a lot.
I do no development, so that's like the only thing I don't do is development. I do the project management for the developers. I'll describe exactly what needs to be done and how it should be done.
All right.
But the development itself is out of my sphere.
Amazing,
So,
amazing.
Yeah.
It is okay to work on this on a small screen computer for you, or do you rent a bigger one?
I tried once doing a bigger screen. It, like, I don't know, didn't give me any advantages. And in fact, I'm very.
So you see, you can work on the beach though.
In this, yeah, and I mean, in fact, I'm also using my trackpad instead of a mouse, which is maybe crazy. So yeah, I totally could work on the beach, but again, it's the lighting that's the issue. So
true.
Yeah.
Let's imagine someone see this video right now, and they wanna also travel and work online.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for people to pass from the current 9-to-5 job or any job they currently doing to switch full-time into online job? Okay. Do you have any advice for people watching this video might be in this situation?
Well, what I can say is that I did not study to be in the career field that I'm in. So I studied psychology and business. I mean, I have to say the psychology and the business both do help with what I do, but I didn't study design.
So you're self-taught, right?
I'm self-taught, yeah. Yeah, so I started with small projects in design, basically, and then kind of worked my way up to more professional projects. I think design's a good thing if you really have a feeling for what looks good, and especially now with AI, there's so many opportunities to do really amazing things with less skills, and I don't know, just like churn things out really fast. So
can I ask you, where did you learn your skill? Because you don't be to the school, so probably you don't need to go to the school for that.
No.
I'm pretty agreed that point. I agree that point. Where did you learn your design skill? Like on Skillshare, on YouTube?
No, in fact, I really can't stand watching YouTube videos. Sorry. to learn things anyway. YouTube in general is fine. But no, it's I don't know, trial and error, kind of just navigating, trying things out.
By yourself?
The tools. Yeah, just playing around and eventually you get it. But I mean, I've been doing it for many years with design, but there's lots of areas that, I mean, we work with, for example, marketing for mobile games. This is like a big market, and it's something that is quite easy to learn how to market mobile games. There's a lot of companies in this area that are looking for people basically to help more or less become a consultant for companies that want to market their mobile games.
Huge.
It is, yeah. I think there's a lot of opportunities with that.
I see even some people are paid to try the games.
Yes, I mean, this is also huge, is testing games. I mean, I know that that's kind of like supposed to be an unrealistic...
yeah, it sounds like a dream, right?
Yeah, it is like a dream, but the reality is yes, we absolutely need testers. And it's not as easy of a job as you'd think, because you end up having to play the same game over and over and over again, and you have to, go through a checklist of things that you're testing, and it can be very boring. So you have to try to keep yourself engaged, constantly thinking about how things can be improved. So you have to also have an analytical mind to, because I've had, testers that are just tapping around, and this is pretty useless.
Yeah.
So when you have a tester that really thinks about the game and can give you valuable advice, this is really, really a big deal.
I put myself in this description and I imagine the guy who just puts pause in a game and just analyze all the title and maybe the colors and maybe the bug he could have for the reading quest or something like that. Yeah, okay, I imagine that. That was pretty cool to have you on the video today. Thank you for sharing your experience.
Yeah.
I think I don't have any question more than that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Cool. Well, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Happy to have you.